Before we get started, please like, comment, subscribe, and share this with someone you know who may want to see or learn something that may make their heart smile.
What are we going to talk about today, girl?
Today we're talking about, okay, so is there anybody you need to forgive?
No.
Okay, so how do you forgive?
Well, how I forgive or how I have forgiven someone is forgiveness is not for them. Forgiveness is for you. Because in order for you to forgive somebody, you have to really, how can I put it? You have to really try to understand what happened and why it happened. It's always two sides to every story, right? And your side might not be the right side, or you didn't understand it because of communication. But for me, I've learned to forgive somebody knowing, you got to know somebody's heart first, knowing where it came from, because it could have been something that was misunderstood. And if you didn't understand what was going on by not communicating, then you wouldn't know how to forgive them.
What if you didn't know their heart?
That's a problem.
So what would you suggest? How could you forgive if you didn't know their heart?
But like I said before, forgiveness is not for you. For them, it's for you.
True. But so then how would you go about that?
That's when you know some people in your life for a season. Sometimes everybody's not for you.
True. I mean, I feel like it's a touchy subject. I feel like it just depends on the situation.
Mm-hmm. It's also how it makes you feel.
Yeah.
That's when you know that season's over. But you can still forgive them and move on. But that's something else too. What we learned in Bible study is when you forgive somebody, do you really forgive them? Or you could forgive them, but don't bring it up ever again. That's when you know you have forgiven them. Because it's over and it's done with. Right? Didn't we just learn that not too long ago?
Mm-hmm.
It's heavy.
Mm-hmm.
Because sometimes you'd be like, okay, I forgive you. And then as soon as you see them, it brings back those.
Your chest start to hurt or you be annoyed, especially if you didn't get any type of closure.
Right. And that's, you know what? Not only that, if that person didn't say sorry the way that you thought they should say sorry back to you for what they've done to you.
Yeah, if you felt like you didn't do anything wrong.
Yeah.
Or if you felt like the situation didn't have to go the way it did.
Right.
If you felt like this could have been talked out and it went totally left.
It went all the way left.
And you still got to forgive and move on. It's weird.
But that's when they say it makes you the bigger person.
Oh, yeah. It sucks being a bigger person sometimes. I feel like for me, I feel like I'm always the bigger person. I feel like I always have to be the bigger person. I feel like that's the part where I struggle with God sometimes. I'm like, God,
why me? Why do I
not
have
why
to be
me?
the bigger person?
I don't why me, God. That's one thing I don't do. It's just, God, I don't feel like being a bigger person today. However, I'm just not what's that? I'm not a petty person. I'm not a low blow person. It's just not in me.
That's too much energy.
I be wanting to be like that though sometimes. I could get like that though.
Tit for tat.
Yeah, I be wanting to be like that, but I could get like that.
Keep a scoreboard.
Yeah, but I don't. It's not worth it.
No.
And then it made me think too, like you just said, with forgiveness, there comes grace, because I'm not perfect. I've done things in my past that I'm not proud of. Then also it made me think about when it comes to grace, people have past trauma. People, their upbringings are the reason that they made the decisions that they made to cause these issues and stuff like that. So that's what made me go back to forgiving even more, because I have to just show you better than I could tell you.
Right.
So they say treat people how
you want to be treated.
No, they say treat people how they want to be treated. But I'm like, no, they got it wrong. It's treat people how you want to be treated.
Right.
And they always say that. And I'm like, no, y'all saying it all wrong. But people really be out there saying all that. But it's treat people how you want to be treated. Because if you want to be treated right, then you would treat people
somebody
right.
else right.
Right. So forgiving somebody, it's not easy.
No.
And I don't know if it's always, if they say it's supposed to be for you, and it should be for the other person, because then when you see them, you still treat them as if they never did anything wrong. Dependent now, all situations, I get it. It's not always, you may not always see the person, or if you see somebody, because some situations are really bad, because you could talk about real bad situations where forgiveness may not be at this time, at this moment.
It can take time.
Oh yeah, because
to really trust me, it could take time for you to get there, because sometimes it could take years for you to just forgive somebody because they put something on you that you just knew it didn't have to go that route.
Yeah, they hurt your feelings. They
really
hurt your
bad.
heart.
Yeah, because it hurt your feelings to the point where your fingers hurt. And sometimes you just it takes years to go by for you to just say, okay, I'm tired of this. I just want to forgive them and move on.
So if you forgive somebody, and you choose to,
that's a choice.
No. So if you forgive them and you choose to hang back with them, how does that look?
If you truly forgive them, it's fine. Mm-hmm. If you truly forgive them, it's fine. If you go back to them and you still get this feeling, then you didn't forgive them. You haven't forgiven them because it's still in your mind saying, oh, they did so and so and so and so when they did it. And I still don't like the way I feel.
If you choose to forgive them and still hang with them, but they never change, then what?
Then that's your problem.
Why is that your problem?
Because you shouldn't be around them.
Well, you forgave them, but you thought they changed, but
right.
they didn't.
Then, you don't even get no second chance.
But you gave them a second chance because you thought they changed.
You ain't gonna get another one.
So you stop hanging with them again.
Yeah, that's why I'm talking about seasons. Sometimes you outgrow. You outgrow people. And it's okay. Because everybody's not gonna ride with you. Everybody's not gonna come with you. No, it's okay.
Yeah, I feel like everybody's intentions too also is different than what you thought. Their motives, their intentions. Like, I thought you was my friend, but you really wasn't. Or I thought we was in this together, but I guess not. Or I thought I was this friend, but I really was that friend, or whatever. But yeah.
Especially if you have one of those friends that you really told stuff to. Something really secretive that you were going with what's going on in your life at the time. And then you find out they done told somebody else when I told you. When you what was that? Between you and I?
Yeah, you confide in your friend.
Yeah.
And they tell all your business.
That's not a friend. That's a season that's over. Yeah, because I trusted you with what I told you. I didn't tell you to tell somebody else. If I wanted to have a conference call, I would have led a conference call.
Right.
Okay, right now a Zoom.
A Zoom call, conference call.
What I said.
I would have went live
exactly
with everybody.
Yeah, it's not it. No, I told you. So that's why I said that season's over. And it's okay. Next.
So how you feel about the Bible say you're supposed to forgive?
Yeah, he's still working on me.
Oh. Bible said you're supposed to forgive 70 times, 7.
Yeah, he's still working on me.
How that work?
Like, hey, he's still working on
me. I guess you just answered that question. Because I still was like, it said 7 what? Because, yeah.
Yeah, but that's something. But knowing, for me, when I forgave or when I forgive somebody, the one that really hurt me. And it felt so good to forgive them. We went to Bible study. Remember, I was a mess. I was crying. Did I have my eyelashes done then? I don't know. But I said, somebody owe me some eyelashes. But that was, yeah, it can really, but then that's when the girl goes back to your spirituality. Because you wouldn't be able to forgive if you wouldn't be able to forgive them if you didn't have some type of grace towards what happened, right?
Yeah, I mean, it took
some time.
It takes grace and mercy. And also, I feel like life lessons for me, because, okay, I've made mistakes. And I look at it from a standpoint of my relationship with God. How many times have I messed up in life? and God has forgave me. He's helped me and kept me. So I know that I need help. I've been forgiven. And so it's like, why can't I do the same?
Mm-hmm.
And if I mess up, I want to be forgiven. So why can't I do the same? Now, you have to know the difference. And I think that's where discernment comes from. Where some people, they're going to try to play you, they're going to try you. That's where you need to know discernment. Because some people aren't good people and it sucks. However, some people do honestly make mistakes. And then, that's where good communication, good people, good relationships and stuff come from. Where, you know what? We talk it out and then I'm sorry, you sorry, or whatever have you. And then we forgive and move on.
That's grown people stuff.
Right. That's the stuff that I like where, you know what? We messed up. I messed up. And then we move on.
Right.
But the people that be just playing around, I ain't got time for that.
That's a season.
I still forgive you, but I'm going to forgive you from a distance and then I'm going to keep it moving.
Right.
But yeah, it's hard. It's not easy to forgive. But forgiveness is something we are requested to do. That's by God. But that's just what it is. But Deb, you said you don't have nobody you have to forgive.
No,
I feel like, I need to ask myself that question?
I was going to ask you. You talk about me. What about you? It is what it is. Who do you? Do you?
That's a good question.
What about yourselves?
Yeah. Do I have to forgive myself? I feel like I need to forgive. I feel like I've forgiven my father. I feel like he did his best. He fought. At first I didn't. So yeah, I feel like I did. I feel like I need to forgive past fake relationships in the past. Past fake relationships with men in the past. I feel like I need to forgive myself for being ignorant to certain situations in the past that I just was.
You didn't know.
Yeah, I was just young and dumb. Yeah, I feel like I need to forgive myself for those situations because now I know, and then it is what it is. And I think that's it. Everything else, I feel like that's it. Yeah, I feel like now since I get older, I feel like if I make a mistake or if I feel like I've done something wrong, I feel like everybody should be able to. I feel like everybody can come to me. I feel like if I've wronged anybody, if I've done anything wrong, they should be able to come to me. And if they haven't, I hope they feel like they could. Like, I don't think I've done anybody wrong, but I can't speak for people. So
that's where I'm at. I don't think I did anybody wrong.
But you don't know how people may feel. But I personally feel like if you feel like I've hurt you or any way, shape, or form, I feel like you should be able to come to me and say, you know what, Tasha, you hurt my feelings or you made me feel some type of way. I feel like you should be able to come and tell me. And I'm not going to be like, wow, like, like, be like, well, what did I do? Like, tell me what I did. Like, that
maybe you don't know.
No, that was never my intentions, So like, let's talk it out. Let's figure out what it was so that we can fix it. But that was a good question, Kirkland. So I just feel like, no, I think that's the only thing. Like forgiving myself for my past for not knowing, and then past relations. I think my past, forgiving myself for my past for not loving myself and for making ignorant decisions, for being ignorant too. And then yeah, that's the only thing I could think of when I really sit and think about it. I feel like I'm trying to find stuff, but there's nothing else to find.
That's where I'm at.
Yeah.
I can't find anything right now. You know what? I'm gonna forgive my old self.
Okay, also.
For going through so much by myself. When I could have went to somebody and told them what I was going through at the time. Instead of holding everything in. That's where that strong Black woman comes in at. It's like in our DNA. I know you don't want it, but it's in the DNA. And that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to forgive myself for trying to think I can just do it by myself. And it's okay to ask for help.
You got a whole squad.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think, yeah. Who can you forgive? Like, do you need to forgive somebody? Do you feel like you ready to forgive? Do you want to forgive? Do you
Are you can you accept it?
accept forgiving people?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, are there people you need to forgive? Yourself, others? And if not, why? And if so, when? And I'm not saying some people are like, oh, you need to write a letter, and then you need to go call. I'm not that type of person. Like you have to do all of those things. I feel like people need to do what's best for them
Mm-hmm.
because I'm not. That's not what I'm not doing all that. I just feel like do what's best for you. But if you do, I feel like once you do forgive, a lot of weight is lifted.
It is.
It's a lot of weight that's lifted off of you once you forgive. It's really healing
Mm-hmm.
when you forgive yourself and others, even if they don't even know.
And sometimes they might not ever know.
No. But I just say do it sooner than later if possible.
Yeah.
That way you can start your healing process faster.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, you have anything else you want to add to?
That's it, my darling.
Okay, that's all I got. That's it for now. What they need to do?
Subscribe. Hit the like button.
Oh yes.
Comment, because I wanna hear from you.
Yes, we want to know.
Because this is new to us.
Is there anybody you need to forgive? Is it hard for you to forgive? And how is forgiving change your life, basically? Yeah, that's it for now. Bye.
Bye.